Headway 5th edition pre-intermediate students book by Liz and John Sawers and Paul Hancock. Published and copyright Oxford University Press 2019. CD4. 10.1 Tetris, the best-selling video game ever. Over 35 years old, and it is still played all over the world.
It is said that it's difficult to find a video game player who has never heard of Tetris. Over 495 million have been sold worldwide, and it's still selling.
The game has a long and unusual history.
It was created in Russia in 1984 by Alexei Pajitnov, an artificial intelligence researcher at the Russian Academy of Science in Moscow. Pajitnov invented games as a hobby, and many of them were enjoyed by his colleagues at the Academy, Tetris most of all. The game became so popular it spread from Moscow to Budapest, and in 1989 it was discovered by a British software publisher and then exported to the US. Tetris is the biggest-selling video game by far. Minecraft is the only other video game to have sold over 100 million units.
Why has it remained so popular for so many years?
There are a great many classic video games, so what is it about Tetris that has made it so universally popular? It is an easy puzzle game to play. It's made up of coloured squares. Simple enough to be played by everyone, young and old. But it is mastered by only a few. It can be played on any computer. You don't need the latest model, and people in every country can play. Its simplicity means you can play as you go, anywhere, anytime. You don't have to sit and play for long periods of time. In 1989, the Nintendo Game Boy was launched in Japan, and Tetris was the perfect game for this, the first handheld computer. As of course it is today with the smartphone. It is played by generations of people on tablets, laptops, smartphones and game consoles. There is little doubt that years from now it will be downloaded by our children and grandchildren, the latest and new version of the most important video game in history.
10.2 Inventions that changed the world. 1.
Paper was invented by a Chinese government official called Cai Lun in 105 AD. The first paper was made from a mixture of plants and cloth. Since the 18th century, paper has been made of wood because it is much stronger than cloth.
2.
The printing press was invented in 1440 by a German printer called Johannes Gutenberg. Today, everything is done by computer, and more words are printed every second than were printed every year in the 15th and 16th centuries.
3.
Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876. Bell was born in Scotland, but he moved to America and became a scientist and teacher of the deaf. He worked with his assistant, Thomas Watson, and the first sentence he ever sent was, "Watson, come here. I want you."
4.
Guglielmo Marconi was an Italian physicist. He invented the radio in 1895. In 1909, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics. The company he founded, the Marconi Company Limited, was bought by the Swedish firm Ericsson in 2006.
5.
Television was invented by a Scottish engineer, John Logie Baird, in 1924. The first BBC television broadcasts in 1929 were made with Baird's system. In 2006, Logie Baird was named one of the 10 greatest Scottish scientists in history.
6.
The first ballpoint pen was invented by the Hungarian journalist Laszlo Biro in 1938. Many other ballpoint pens have been designed over the years, but in the UK, they are still called Biros.
7.
The Apple PC was invented by two American computer engineers, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, in 1976. The name Apple was chosen because it was Jobs' favourite fruit. Apple computers have always been highly praised for being both user-friendly and beautifully designed.
10.3 Statistics worldwide. 1,
60% of video games are bought by men and 40% by women.
2,
Nearly 75 trillion emails are sent every year.
3,
Over 40,000 questions are answered by Google every second.
4,
eBay was invented in 1995.
5,
Facebook has been translated into 76 languages since it began.
6,
The first Twitter message was sent in 2006.
7,
Airbnb was founded in San Francisco in 2008.
8,
Amazon.com was founded in 1994.
10.4 Questions and answers. 1,
How many video games are bought by men and women?
60% are bought by men, 40% by women. And did you know the average age of a video game player is 38?
2,
How many emails are sent every year?
Nearly 75 trillion. The average office worker receives 121 emails a day.
3,
How many questions are answered by Google every second?
Over 40,000 a second. About 15% of these have not been asked before.
4,
When was eBay invented?
In 1995, Pierre Omidyar was 28 when he invented it. He was a billionaire by the time he was 31.
5,
How many languages has Facebook been translated into?
76. There are now over 2 billion Facebook users. Of these, 83 million are fake profiles.
6,
When was the first Twitter message sent?
In 2006 by Jack Dorsey. Now 500 million tweets are sent every day by 328 million users.
7,
Where and when was Airbnb invented?
In San Francisco in 2008. It is now used by 150 million people in 191 countries.
8,
When was Amazon.com founded?
In 1994, Jeff Bezos started it from his garage. It is now the world's greatest online shopping company, with over 300 million customers.
10.5 Words that go together.
Video game. Text message. Facebook. Laptop.
10.6 Noun plus noun.
Business call. Business card. Business deal.
Football team. Football ground. Football game.
Phone number. Phone call.
Computer program. Computer game. Computer virus.
10.7. Adverb plus past participle. 1,
She has a wonderful job. She's very well paid.
2,
I didn't enjoy that novel. It was really badly written.
3,
You don't need to spend a lot of money on clothes to look well dressed.
4,
Our office is really well equipped. We have all the latest machines.
5,
I hope they don't bring their dogs. They're so badly behaved.
6,
Can I have my steak very well done, please? I don't like it rare.
7,
Surely you've heard of Ed Sheeran. He's a really well-known singer.
10.8. Talking about you. 1,
Do you ever play computer games?
No, but my nephew does all the time.
2,
Do you send a lot of text messages?
Of course I do. Doesn't everybody? I text all the time.
3,
Do you take a lot of photos?
I do. I have hundreds on my phone. Too many, really. I put them on Facebook sometimes.
4,
Who does the most housework in your home?
Not me, or my dad. My mum always says, "Oh, I'll do it. You're too slow."
5,
How do you like your steak?
Medium rare. I don't like it well done.
6,
Is your school well equipped?
It's okay. We have a lot of technical equipment. Trouble is, it sometimes breaks down. The teacher can't fix it. But there's a tech genius in our class who usually can.
7,
What do you think is the most important discovery ever made?
A difficult one. There are so many. The discovery of DNA is pretty important, I think.
10.9. The world's number one habit. Chewing gum. Part 1.
This week on Worldly Wise, we look at the world's most common habit, chewing gum. Yes, chewing gum. Every year, 374 trillion sticks of chewing gum are made, and we chew 100,000 tons of it. So why do we do it? And how many of us know what it's made of?
Excuse me, I see you are chewing gum.
Yeah,
And do you have any idea what it's made of?
made of? Nah, I've never thought about it.
What about you? Do you know?
No idea. Rubber maybe?
And do you know who invented it?
The Americans?
Yeah, the Americans. I bet it was invented in the US.
And finally, tell me, why do you chew it?
Why?
I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to chew gum.
It's something to do.
Cool or not, chewing gum isn't made of rubber, and it wasn't invented by the Americans. It was invented by the Swedes. The Swedes, I hear you say? But listen to Lillian Wood, a chewing gum expert. Lillian, welcome.
Thank you. Well, the history of chewing gum goes back thousands of years. In Sweden, in 1993, a skeleton of a teenage boy was found. This boy was 9,000 years old, and in his mouth was some gum. It was made of tree sap and honey, and this is the first known chewing gum.
That's amazing. Perhaps we've always needed to chew things. After all, babies are born wanting to chew. They put everything into their mouths. So, Lillian, why do we chew gum?
We chew to clean our teeth and freshen our breath, but also just because we like chewing. It keeps us calm.
Yeah, keep calm and chew gum.
Yes, the ancient Greeks chewed a gum called mastica. It's a type of tree sap. The Greeks thought it was good for the health and it made the breath sweet-smelling. We also know that in the 1st century AD, the Mayan Indians in South America enjoyed chewing gum. They chewed a tree sap called chicle. They wrapped it in leaves and put it in their mouths.
The first packet of chewing gum.
Yes, indeed, the first packet of gum.
10.10 Part 2 The history of modern chewing gum.
So, what's the history of modern chewing gum? Well, in 1871, Thomas Adams, an American inventor, introduced chewing gum from Mexico to the US, and it became popular very quickly with American kids.
Yes, but it was in 1892 when a very clever young man called William Wrigley decided chewing gum was the thing of the future. He was a business genius. He was the first to use advertising to help sell his products.
Really? What did he do?
He hired hundreds of pretty young girls. He called them the Wrigley Girls, and they walked up and down the streets of New York and Chicago, handing out free chewing gum. Millions of pieces were given away.
Very clever, very modern.
Yes, he also had huge electric billboards made. One billboard was a mile long and ran along the side of a train track. So, of course, Wrigley's gum soon became very popular all over the US.
But how did the rest of the world get to love chewing gum?
Well, during the Second World War, American soldiers were given Wrigley's gum to help them stay calm. In fact, in 1944, all chewing gum production went to the US Army, and they took it overseas and gave it to children. Soon they were followed everywhere with the cry, "Got any gum, chum?" So, of course, it spread worldwide.
Yes, I believe it's even taken into space by the astronauts. So, Lillian, what is it made of?
Well, the strangest thing about gum today is that nobody knows exactly what it's made of. The recipe is secret.
Ah, thank you, Lillian. That's all fascinating, but there's a problem with gum. It's a favourite habit, but when the flavour has gone and we finish chewing, what do? We throw it away. Chewing gum litter covers the streets of all our towns. Did you know that the cost of cleaning it from the streets of London is more than £10 million a year? Now, that's a fact worth chewing on.
10.11 Phone numbers
07700 900 333
0049 021 37474
0115 496 0499
0800 142 2466
10.12 1. Patrick and John.
Hi, John. It's Pat.
Hi, Pat. Where are you?
I'm at the station on my way home from work.
I thought I could hear a lot of noise in the background.
I'll be quick because my train's due. I just wanted to ask you...
Sorry, you're breaking up. I couldn't hear that.
I know, it's not a good signal. But listen, I'm calling because I can't make it on Thursday.
What's that?
I said I can't make Thursday.
You can't make Thursday?
Yeah. Are you free on Friday instead?
Friday? I'm not sure. Can I get back to you?
Sure, that's fine. Oh, there's my train. Speak later.
Yeah, speak to you later then. Bye.
2. John and Emma.
Hello?
Hello, Emma. It's John. I'm trying to get hold of Patrick.
I'm afraid he's not in. Have you tried his mobile?
Yeah, I tried that first, but he's not answering.
It's probably switched off. He's at the cinema with Richard.
Oh, okay. Can you give him a message then?
Of course.
Just tell him Friday's fine.
Okay, I'll tell him as soon as he's back.
Thanks, Emma. Anyway, how are you? Why aren't you at the cinema?
Oh, I was tired and I had to finish some work.
Well, tell that husband of yours I'll see him Friday straight after work.
I'll do that. I hope to see you soon, John.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
3. Chantal, Harriet, Patrick and Teresa.
Good morning, Wales and Marriott International. Chantal speaking. How can I help you?
Hello, could I speak to Patrick Doyle, please?
I'm afraid his line's busy. Would you like to hold?
Yes, please.
It's ringing for you now.
Thank you.
Hello, Patrick Doyle's office. Teresa speaking.
Hello, can I speak to Patrick Doyle, please?
Who's speaking, please?
This is Harriet Smith from Digby and Moss Associates.
Oh, good morning, Miss Smith. I'll put you through immediately.
Thank you.
It's Harriet Smith on the line for you, Patrick.
Harriet, good to hear from you. Are you back from that conference in New York?
Yes, and I wondered whether you'd spoken to me.
4. Teresa and Emma.
Hello, Patrick Doyle's office.
Hi, Teresa, it's Emma.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Doyle.
Can I speak to Patrick, please?
Oh, I'm afraid he has someone with him at the moment, Mrs. Doyle. Is it urgent? Do you want me to interrupt him?
No, it's not urgent. It can wait until this evening. I've got a meeting myself in a few minutes. Just tell him I rang and I'll see him this evening at home.
Will do. I hope there isn't a problem.
No, not a problem. Good news, actually. Bye, Teresa.
Oh, bye, Mrs. Doyle.
.1 Brian Cox, From Pop Star to Professor. 1.
When did he start being interested in the stars?
When he was 3.
2.
How long has he been interested in the stars?
Since he was 3.
3.
When did he start doing research at CERN?
When he was 29.
4.
How long has he been doing research at CERN?
For over 20 years.
5.
When did he make his first TV program?
In 2005.
6.
How long has he been making TV programs?
Since 2005.
7.
How many programs has he made?
A great many.
8.
Where has he been touring recently?
All over Europe and Australia.
11.2 Questions with how long? 1.
My sister's working in New York.
How long has she been working there?
Only a couple of months.
2.
I'm training to run the marathon.
How long have you been training?
Since Christmas. Wish me luck.
3.
My boss is on holiday.
How long has he been away?
2 weeks. It's great without him.
4.
I'm learning how to drive.
How long have you been learning?
Nearly 2 years. I've failed my test 3 times already.
5.
I know Maria very well.
How long have you known her?
Since we were at school together.
6.
I have the new iPhone.
How long have you had it?
I only got it yesterday.
11.3. What have they been doing? 1.
Why are the students bored?
Because the teacher's been talking for hours and they haven't understood a word.
2.
Why are they so tired and dirty?
Because they've been playing rugby, but they're happy because they've won the match.
3.
Why is she hot and tired?
Because she's been cooking all morning. She's made 2 huge chocolate cakes for the party.
4.
Why has he got backache?
Because he's been digging the garden. He's planted 6 rows of cabbages.
5.
Why is she covered in paint?
Because she's been decorating her flat. She's painted 2 walls already.
6.
Why have they got no money left?
Because they've been shopping. They've spent over £200.
11.4. Martha Lane Fox, co-founder of lastminute.com. Tense review. 1.
Where did she study?
At Oxford University.
2.
How long has she been working in digital technology?
Since 1994, when she joined an IT company called Spectrum.
3.
Who did she meet while she was working at Spectrum?
Brent Hoberman. She founded lastminute.com with him.
4.
How much did they sell lastminute.com for?
£577 million in 2005.
5.
Where was she driving when she had a car crash?
In Morocco.
6.
Has she fully recovered from the accident?
No, she hasn't. She still walks with a stick.
7.
What has she been doing since 2007?
She's been doing a lot of work for charities.
8.
How long has she been director of Twitter? How many followers does she have?
Since 2016. She has over 186,000 followers.
11.5. My kind of thing. 1. Paula.
My passion at the moment is horse riding. It's strange to hear myself say that because I've only been doing it for about a year and I never thought I'd love it so much. It all happened because I was talking to someone who rode horses and I said that stupid thing people often say, "Oh, I've always wanted to do that." And she said, "Why don't you then?" And I thought, why not? I've always liked horses. They're so big and powerful, but so beautiful when you see them racing round a field or a track. Riding's very physically demanding. Your body has to move with the horse, and of course, I've fallen off a few times. But amazingly, the more you fall, the less it hurts. I've been learning how to give really clear instructions. You have to understand your horse. They have moods. You never know what a ride is going to be like. A horse you had a fantastic ride on one week can be slow and miserable the next week. I like that about horses. They have personalities.
2. Andrew.
I'm passionate about poetry. I studied English literature at university, but it wasn't until after I graduated that I really saw the point of poetry and started writing it myself. I've been trying to write for about 10 years now. I'm not sure it's any good, but I keep trying. I've met some other hopeful poets like me, and I've heard them reading it aloud. It was amazing. I felt the power of the words. The thing I like so much about it is that you can say so much with just a few words. A little means a lot. Each word, each noun, verb, adjective, preposition has to work hard. There's a poem by Simon Armitage called To His Lost Lover. It's a poem of regret, about not saying the things you wish you had said to a past lover. This poem really speaks to me. Poetry's all about saying what often goes unsaid, and with passion. It can be such a help in your life. If you feel tired or depressed, you can always find a poem that will help.
3. James.
The thing I'm passionate about, and this may surprise many people, is British weather. I've been interested in it ever since I was a child. I loved all our rainy holidays by the English seaside. I know everyone complains about the weather, but I love it. It means there's always something to talk about, and it's a great way of starting a conversation at a bus stop. Also, it's the rain that gives us our green fields. I think if you live somewhere like California and there are 365 days of sunshine, it's boring. But here, perhaps it's been raining all morning and then suddenly the sun comes out and you really appreciate that sunshine. It's magic. Raindrops are like diamonds in the sun. And it's not true that it rains all the time in Britain. It doesn't. It just rains quite a lot. You know that joke? If you don't like English weather, wait 10 minutes. That's why it's always interesting.
11.6. Alison's life.
I didn't marry until quite late. I met my husband Ben when I was 30, and we didn't marry until I was 33. That was in 2012. We got married in a church near where my mum lives. Ben and I had a great honeymoon. We toured America. We were away for 3 weeks. And soon after that, I found I was pregnant. That was Ellen, our first baby. She was born the year after we got married, and 2 years after that, in 2015, we had the twins, Tessa and Tom. They've been keeping us busy ever since. I'm exhausted most of the time, but they're great fun. I'm really glad I married Ben. He's a great dad. I want it to be forever. My mum and dad divorced when I was just 13, and I don't want us to do that. My mum helps me with the kids, but my dad died last year. He had a heart attack. I miss him a lot.
11.7. Finding the right words. 1.
Helen had the baby last night.
Wow! Oh, congratulations! Was it a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Oh, how much did he weigh?
4.1 kilos.
Ooh, a big boy. What's he called?
William James, after both of our fathers.
That's nice. How are mother and baby doing?
They're fine.
That's wonderful. Oh, give Helen my love when you see her.
I will do, thanks.
2.
Alfie and I have got engaged.
That's fantastic news. Congratulations.
Do you like my ring?
Wow. Diamonds. It's beautiful. When's the wedding?
We're thinking of getting married next spring.
I hope I'm invited.
Of course you are. I want you to be a bridesmaid.
Really? I'd love that. I've never been one before.
3.
Have you heard about Bill and Josie?
No? What's happened?
Well, they've been having a tough time recently.
I know, they haven't been getting on well at all.
Well, they've finally decided to split up.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What a shame.
Yes, I always thought they were so good together.
4.
We lost Grandpa last week.
I know. Your dad told me. I'm so sorry. He was such a lovely man. Everyone was really fond of him.
He and Grandma were together over 60 years.
Oh, that's incredible. How old was he?
88.
And how's your grandma coping?
She's okay. She's got her family around her.
Well, I'm sure you all have wonderful memories of him.
11.8 My Vision for the 21st Century. Part 1. Reasons to be optimistic.
Although the world is facing many serious problems at the moment, I am generally optimistic about the future. We've been worrying about the end of civilization for over 100 years now, but we've always found ways to deal with the problems we face, and I believe we can do the same in the future. Life could actually become much better for us all, with improvements in healthcare and technology. We've already made big improvements in life expectancy. People have been living longer and longer lives since the 1950s, when most Americans lived for about 50 years. Nowadays, life expectancy is nearly 80 years, and in future, most people will live to be 100. People often say that they don't want to live to be 100, but that's because they imagine living in an old and broken body. We've already discovered how to grow new cells to repair parts of the body, and when we can grow new hearts, kidneys and livers outside of the body, we'll be able to use them like the spare parts of a car, keeping our bodies fit and healthy until we die. People worry about world population becoming an even bigger problem if people live longer. However, when people become more educated and richer, they don't need or want to have so many children. The challenge, therefore, is to use the technology we have to educate people better, and to use robots to create wealth that we can share more equally. In recent times, many people have been demanding independence and wanting more control of their own countries. I think we need to go the other way. I strongly believe that there will be a world government in future, because our problems and resources will have to be managed at a global level.
11.9 My Vision for the 21st Century. Part 2. Reasons to be pessimistic.
There are reasons to be pessimistic. There have always been selfish and greedy people, and there always will be. These people will refuse to accept that we need to look after our planet and use our resources carefully. They won't be interested in finding ways to live happily without spending money on more and more material things. These people will always want to fight wars to get what they want. We have the technology to make our lives better, but we need the wisdom to go with it. The big question is, how can we stop the most selfish and greedy people being in the positions of power in the world?
12.1. It all depends.
What are you doing this weekend?
I think my brother's coming home from university for the weekend, but he's not sure. If he comes, I'll go to the football with him on Saturday. If he doesn't come, I'll probably play video games with Oliver at his house. What about you?
It depends on the weather. If it's nice on Sunday, I might go to my uncle's with my parents. He's having a barbecue, but I won't go if it rains. I might just stay at home. I don't like typical English barbecues with umbrellas.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
12.2. What are you doing this weekend? 1.
What are you doing this weekend?
If the weather's good, I'll go to the beach.
2.
What are you doing this weekend?
If I have time, I'll meet friends for coffee.
3.
What are you doing this weekend?
If it doesn't rain, I'll do some gardening.
4.
What are you doing this weekend?
If it rains, I won't go out. I'll stay in and watch TV.
5.
What are you doing this weekend?
If I don't have any work to do, I'll spend a day in London.
6.
What are you doing this weekend?
If there's a good film on, I'll go to the cinema.
12.3. Holly's plans.
Have you decided which university you're going to yet?
I'm still not sure. I might go to Liverpool or I might go to Manchester. I'm definitely going to have a gap year though. I need a break from studying.
Great. What are you going to do?
I'm going to travel round South America.
Sounds great. Is that just travelling or working?
I'd like to just travel, but I'm going to look for work because I'll need the money. I might get a job picking fruit, or I might teach English somewhere.
12.4. Giving advice. 1.
I can't decide what to study at university, French or economics.
If you study French, you'll have to spend a year in France.
If you study economics, it might be more useful in life.
2.
I'm not sure where to go, Bristol or Edinburgh.
If you go to Bristol, you'll be nearer home.
If you go to Edinburgh, it'll be a new experience.
3.
I don't know whether to live on campus or in the city.
You'll get to know more people if you live on campus.
You might learn more about real life if you live in the city.
4.
I don't know whether to get a part-time job or take out a big loan.
If you get a part-time job, you'll have less time to study.
If you take out a big loan, it might take a long time to pay it back.
5.
I'm wondering whether to start next year or have a gap year.
You won't forget what you've learned at school if you start next year.
You'll have a wonderful break from studying if you have a gap year.
12.5. Why is Robert worried?
Hi, Robert. How's it going?
Not good, Scott. My company's losing money, and they're making a lot of cuts.
Oh, no. Is your job safe?
No, not at all. I'm really worried. If I lose my job, what will I do?
Well, it's not always the end of the world, you know.
Oh, easy for you to say. Your company's doing really well. But what if it were you? If you lost your job, what would you do?
Well, that's very unlikely. We're looking for new people at the moment. But if it happened, I'd start my own business.
I can't do that. It's a shame. If I were in sales, your company would probably give me a job.
Oh, they would, for sure. If I were you, I'd retrain.
12.6 Charlie's Dream.
I'd like to be bigger. I play rugby, and if I were bigger and stronger, I'd be in the first team. And if I played really well, I might be captain. And then, if I trained really hard, maybe one day I could play for England, and I would take my dad to meet the team. He would be so proud of me.
Jessica's Dream.
I love my kids, but I'd really like to have more time to myself. If I had a weekend without kids, I'd have a long lie-in. If there was a good film on, I'd go to the cinema in the afternoon with a friend. On Sunday, if the weather was nice, I'd have a nice long walk somewhere, maybe on my own. Oh, heaven!
12.7 Dan.
The doctor says I need to do more exercise. I hate doing exercise. And I'm not interested in cycling to work. I like driving. I can't drink less coffee. I need 10 cups a day. I don't want to eat less junk food. I like junk food. I can't cook, and I don't want to learn. Why should I watch less TV? It's my only hobby. I like going to bed really late. I am not going to meditate. It's really boring.
12.8 At a crossroads in life. Jamie.
I'm in my second year at university. I'm doing physics and I like my course. But the thing is, I sing and play guitar, and I joined a local band in my first year. The other band members aren't students. I met one of them in a pub. And I love playing in the band. I'm discovering I'm more of a musician than I thought I was, and, well, we're actually pretty good. And our last few concerts sold out completely. So the other guys want to give up their jobs and try to make a living from it. It might not be much of a living, but if we were prepared to go on the road and travel, we'd get plenty of gigs in pubs and local halls. And if we recorded some of our songs, we could put them online and make some money from downloads. But obviously, I'd have to drop out of university and my parents would go crazy. I don't know how easy it would be to get back onto a course later, so it feels like it would be a stupid thing to do, really.
Sylvia.
I'm a lawyer and I've been with the same law firm for 11 years now. It's difficult work sometimes, but I love it and I'm doing very well. Although I'm only 37, I'm one of the most senior people here. I know that if I continue in this job, when a certain person retires next year, I'll probably become one of the partners in the firm. That would be amazing, but, well, I've never been sure whether I really want to have children. It's never seemed the most important thing to me. That's probably because it would mean giving up work for a year or two. I wouldn't want to go back to work too soon and try and do this job and deal with a baby. But now that the clock is ticking fast, it's time to make a final decision. If I left now to have a baby, I don't think I'd get the partnership in the firm. I think they'd give it to someone else next year. But if I decided not to have children, I wonder if I'd really regret it later.
Donna.
My husband died 3 years ago. He'd been very ill for a long time, so it wasn't a shock, but it hasn't been easy. We were married for 41 years. I couldn't imagine life without him when it happened, but here I am, and I need to decide what to do with my life now. I'm thinking of selling this house. It's nice that it's full of nice memories of our lives together, but I wouldn't lose those memories if I moved out. It's way too big for me, really. And I think I'll feel happier and more relaxed if I live somewhere smaller. If I get a flat in the right area, in town, there'll be lots of people around, and I'd like that. But my daughter really wants me to go and live with them. She says she could make part of their house a granny flat. It's kind of them, and I love being around my grandchildren, but granny flat. That sounds so horrible. I'm still young. I'm only 68. And if I lived with them, I wouldn't feel independent anymore.
12.9. What happened next? Jamie.
Well, I surprised myself. The scientist in me told me to continue with my course, but the artist in me suddenly felt stronger, so I dropped out. I know I'll be able to get back onto a course somehow if I change my mind, and I felt I'd really regret it if I didn't try this weird and wonderful life I'm living. We're doing okay. Just. And who knows, if we start selling a lot more downloads, we might make the big time.
Sylvia.
It was an easy decision in the end. Nature is clever, and I started having really strong feelings about wanting to have a baby. I don't know how I'd live without little Oscar now. He's gorgeous. They've been great at work. They gave the partnership to someone else, but they say there'll be another one coming up in a few years, and I'll be first in line for that one.
Donna.
I sold the house and decided to buy a flat. It's not in town, but it's not far away, so I can easily go there if I feel like I need to be among people. And it's not very far from my daughter's either, so she's happy that I'm close. She often comes round and brings the children to visit me, and I go to theirs for dinner a couple of times a week, but I still feel very independent.
12.10. Bring and take, come and go. 1.
Bye, everyone. I'm going on holiday tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Australia. I'm taking my kids to meet their cousins in Sydney.
Oh, lucky you. When you come back, will you bring me a boomerang?
2.
OK, class, it's nearly time to go home. Don't forget to bring your money for the school trip tomorrow. We're going to the Natural History Museum.
Oh, Miss Jones, can't you take us somewhere more exciting?
3.
Jake, you were very late last night. What time did you come home?
It was before midnight, Mum. Honest. Ryan brought me home in his car.
4.
I've got a new flat. You must come and visit soon. And bring Emma and Dan with you. I'll cook you a meal.
Great. We'll bring some champagne to toast your new home.
5.
I'm going to Ireland tomorrow. Deirdre's coming round this evening. She's bringing a present she wants me to take to her sister in Dublin.
Have a good trip. Bring me a bottle of Guinness back.
12.11. Words that go together. 1.
I usually order a takeaway on Friday evenings. I like the ones from my local Indian restaurant.
2.
I had to take the jumper I bought back to the shop because it had a hole in it.
3.
I sing in a choir, and I think music is a great way to bring people together.
4.
I don't know if it's possible to bring peace to the world. Some people seem to love fighting.
5.
Colin went a bit crazy when his girlfriend left him.
6.
I find it difficult to go to sleep if the room isn't completely dark.
7.
I always came last in sports competitions at school.
8.
When we took little Mark to Disneyland, he thought his dreams had come true.
12.12. Thank you and goodbye. 1.
It's late. We must be going now. Thank you so much for a lovely evening.
Our pleasure. Thank you for coming.
The meal was fantastic.
I'm glad you liked it. Bye. Drive safely.
I will. Bye. And thanks again.
2.
Thanks so much. It's so kind of you.
That's okay.
I'm so grateful for all your help.
Don't mention it. It's been fun.
Well, would you mind helping me with just one more thing?
Of course not. No problem.
3.
I hope you have a good flight. Who's picking you up?
My sister, Lara.
Well, give her my love.
Will do. OK, I'd better go through security now. It takes ages. Bye.
Goodbye. Look after yourself.
4.
Thanks for having me. I've really enjoyed my stay.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure. Come back and see us again soon.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Maybe next year.
That would be lovely.
5.
Have a safe journey.
Thanks. I'll text you when I arrive.
And say hello to your parents from me.
I will. OK, I'd better get on.
OK. Bye. Take care.
And you. See you soon. Bye.
6.
Goodbye. Thanks for everything. It's been great fun.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed being your teacher.
Well, we've learned so much with you.
I'm glad to hear it. Good luck with your English in future and keep in touch.
We will. Bye.